Hello everyone, my name is GREGNESS, and Mob Entertainment recently released a brand new Chapter 4 trailer. So I'm gonna watch it through with you all now, and then take a look at the trailer in more detail, and share my theories with you. So let's get to it. Rebooted. Wake up.
Where am I?
That was Boxy Boo. And Yarnaby, Huggy, and Catnap.
What is this?
Are we finally gonna get to see him, guys? And now it's changed to another camera. Is this him doing this? Nobody. This is another camera, guys.
This is wrong.
I am broken.
You rat-saddled traitors.
Oh, he sounds mad. That looks like a prison area. Different.
Curious.
Somewhere.
You have no idea what kind of mistake you just made.
Strong.
Yes.
Ooh, guys, I think we're gonna get our very first look at him. Nowhere and yet
The minds of men
everywhere.
are easy to break.
I am.
Believed mine could be broken too.
What the hell? He looks like a bird. I knew it, guys. He's no longer human, but a robot.
You were wrong.
Chapter 4. Safe Haven. Oh, that's what the official title of Chapter 4 is. Are we gonna get a release date? Oh, hell yeah. It's releasing on the 30th. Exactly 1 year from Chapter 3's release. That's awesome. The team at Mob have been knocking it out of the park with these Chapter 4 trailers. And I'm really looking forward to a gameplay reveal. Alright guys, let's look a little closer at anything we may have missed. Alright, so at the start it says rebooting and wake up. So obviously this is Sawyer when he first wakes up and realizes he was betrayed by the others involved in the experiments. And now he has been turned into an experiment himself. Here it looks like he seems to be able to control the power, as we see these machines turning on by themselves. And he's also controlling the cameras. So here he says, "Where am I?" indicating that he wasn't aware of what happened to him until now.
Where am I?
Then we see images of blood, surgical equipment, and a dead rat. And then it shows Boxy Boo. So he's probably remembering when he created Boxy Boo. And then we see the words bigger bodies. And in the background you can see lines of text that say Bigger Bodies Initiative. And below that there's some more text. Next we see images of the prototype, Yarnaby, Huggy Wuggy, and Catnap. We also see a clip here of what could be Kissy Missy with an open wound. So seeing all the images of the bigger bodies confirms that this is Dr. Sawyer, as we all know that he was the creator of the Bigger Bodies Initiative. Again we see his thoughts stating "my creations," with more text in the background. And this is Dr. Sawyer remembering that he created all those experiments. And this shows that even after becoming an experiment himself, he hasn't lost his memories of who he was and what he's done. At this point, he doesn't seem to know what has become of him yet. Then he says wrong, which is him probably thinking what happened to him is wrong.
Wrong.
We see another one of his thoughts which says nobody, which could imply that he doesn't have a body. And the text in the background says, "Where is my body? I have always been right." Then he says this is wrong, which again indicates that he was unaware that he himself would be made into an experiment.
This is wrong.
Then we see the words "I am broken," which probably means at that point he thinks he is broken. And the text in the background says, "I will find it a little closer each time, closer and closer." He then says, "You backstabbing traitors."
You rat-saddled traitors.
This is where he has probably realized that he has been betrayed by the rest of his colleagues. Then we see the words "I am" with a bunch of question marks after it. So maybe this is him trying to work out what he is. Then we see what looks like a prison area for children, as we see the hopscotch and other games children like to play drawn on the floor. Then we see the word different, and the text in the background saying "I have changed." So he has realized he is no longer what he used to be. Then he says curious, and we can see something written in the background which seems to interest him.
Curious.
We also then see a clip here of Huggy Wuggy with an open wound, perhaps made from his fall in Chapter 1, or they could be inserting something into him, who knows. Then we see the word somewhere, and the text in the background says "I think therefore I am." He then says you have no idea what kind of a mistake you just made.
You have no idea what kind of mistake you just made.
Then we see an image of an office, which is most likely Harley Sawyer's, and in it we see an interesting looking grab hand laying on the desk. Will this be the new grab hand we get? And we also see what looks to be some type of tomb or coffin, which has an engraving of Huggy Wuggy's face. Whose body's in there? Maybe it's Dr. Sawyer's. Or maybe it could even be Elliot Ludwig's. Or Poppy. Or whoever actually is Huggy Wuggy. Or maybe it's just an ornament and for show. But I don't think so. And I think it holds a very big secret. But anyways, then we see the word strong, which indicates that he knows that in the state he is in now, he is very powerful and has control over the entire factory. And then we see the words pop up that say nowhere and yet everywhere. This to me is him coming to the realization that even though he is nowhere in human form, his mind can be everywhere through the screens and cameras throughout the factory. And as we see, he also has a physical form, which kinda looks like a robot bird. To me, even though we can see what looks to be feet, maybe he can't actually move from that spot he's standing in. And he uses the TV screens and cameras throughout the factory to watch us and control any power sources within the building. And maybe Yarnaby hunts and kills toys to bring back to his master, like we saw he did in the Yarnaby trailer where he killed Poe. And then a bit later on, we see a freshly killed critter on top of the TV. That looks to be Poe, but it could also be Catnap. So maybe Yarnaby kills toys and then leaves them nearby for Harley to take. Or maybe Harley can actually move from that spot. But as there are all wires linked up to him, maybe he's bound in that room. Who knows? Okay, so like I mentioned in another video, Harley Sawyer is the one that most likely caused the elevator to malfunction at the end of chapter 3, separating us from Poppy. We also see this image appear, and we have seen this mysterious top hat before. In this picture here, and then again in this one. And here it is a third time. So who or what is this? Could this be yet another even deadlier antagonist in chapter 4? Or could this be an ally? I mean, we haven't seen any new allies so far. And on the chapter 4 Steam page description, it does state that we will also be meeting new allies. So maybe this top hat wearing thing is a good guy. I mean, I also have a theory that some of the nightmare critters could be good and help us throughout the chapter. I guess only time will tell. Anyways, back to Harley Sawyer. He then says the mind of men are easy to break. Who believed mine could be broken too.
The minds of men are easy to break. Who believed mine could be broken too.
So he's basically saying that the people responsible for what has happened to him thought that he would become a mindless and easily controlled toy like the others. But obviously they underestimated him, as his mind was much stronger than they thought, which is probably why they decided to dispose of him in this way, which seems to have backfired on them. So it seems Sawyer is the main antagonist in chapter 4, and he obviously has some control over the bigger body toys, especially Yarnaby, as he was the most loyal to him. And I've said previously a number of times that I believe Harley Sawyer will be the main antagonist in chapter 4, alongside with Yarnaby, which in my opinion will play a big role in chapter 4. Of course we have Pianosaurus also, but I definitely think we'll be seeing more of Yarnaby. And I think together, both Dr. Sawyer and Yarnaby will be the most brutal and horrifying enemies we've encountered yet. So, what do you guys think of this trailer? What do you think of my theories? Let me know if there's anything else you spotted in the trailer. As always, be sure to let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments below. And please like and share this video with everyone you know. And if you're new here...
Hello there. Come closer, friend. Don't be shy. Can you do Huggy Wuggy a favor? Make sure you subscribe to my pal GREGNESS today. And I'll give you a big squeeze.
Make sure you subscribe today, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Alright, with that being said, my name is GREGNESS, and I hope you have an awesome day. Take care, and bye for now.
His name is Huggy, Huggy Wuggy. When he hugs you, he'll never stop. Your friend Huggy, Huggy Wuggy, he'll squeeze you until